Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? That was a shot of my fucking espresso. Date today is June 18th, 2017. Just don't mind me. I look a little sleepy because the mistake that I did was I took antibiotics for my cold, and the medicine I was supposed to take in the fucking night. I took it now and I'm feeling sleepy, so I slept 1 hour, got up, and I'm feeling like as if there's a fucking boulder on my head. Anyway, just want to do work, so I'm having strong espresso. So it's one side I'm feeling sleepy, the other side is espresso. So eventually the espresso will work. Anyway, this is from B.N. I don't want to take out his name. I don't want to take his name because obviously, love to keep confidentiality of my clients and fans and friends. Okay. Hello, Loy. I could write this question on Quora also, but after reading your answer on the question, Loy Machedo's answer 2, do rude people succeed in life? Okay, so I'd written a Quora answer that is, do rude people succeed in life? And based on that, he asked me this question. Okay, I decided to ask this question to you personally because for this question, I just wanted single feedback, and that is from you. So, BN, I appreciate it. Let's see if I can do justice, especially when I'm feeling fucking sleepy here. Okay, so here's my question, and it's quite related to career and life. All right, I can give you my perspective. Let's see. I am from India. Okay, India, which is the second largest populated country in the world. You have the population going out of control. You have such a limited space, and for every bloody job, every bloody, whatever, there is always competition. So, tough call, especially when an Indian passport is not, does not have that gravitas, that power that an American passport holder has. Okay, and I have done B.Tech 2010 to 2014. So you have done bachelor's in technology, that is, I assume, for 4 years, 2010 to 2014. Now it's 2017, so 3 years ago. I got a placement as a digital marketer in 2014. Okay, good to know you're on the same line of work. I have done that job for 6 months. So you did that job for 6 months and I quit. You wrote quiet. I quit that job. Okay. Then I joined an Oracle DBA training. So let me see what is the full form of Oracle DBA because it's kind of technically jargoning. What is DBA? Online Database Administrator. How could I not remember that? Okay, so you took up a job as an Oracle Database Training, administrator. Okay, I have done that with very seriously. Okay, so you did that job or you did that training very seriously. You put your heart and soul. Good to know. I have completed that training in 6 months in April 2017. So you completed that training after 6 months. So for a 6 months training program, that is not very hardcore, but that I suppose is basic skills, because obviously 6 months you cannot be an expert at anything. Okay. I was positively looking for a job for DBA until February 2016. So you completed the training in April of 2015. Say April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So for 10 months, you didn't get any job. Okay, now that is really bad because it shows that you didn't have a strategy, you didn't have anyone to guide you. And obviously, it's very disheartening when you go on for 10 months without a job. I know because I went 2 years without a job when I started my career. Finally, I accepted that I'll not get a job in that field, which is sad. So I joined a company as a digital marketer in March 2016. So you went back to digital marketing, although you are passionate about Oracle DBA training. Here I feel that you committed a mistake because there are many ways to go about. The problem with people here is they think linear, they think straight. I don't know, is linear straight? This fucking linear. Uh, what is linear? What is linear? Linear. Okay. What is linear? Linear is okay. Yes. Straight. Sorry. Okay. The problem with you guys is you keep going on a linear path. You keep thinking straightforward. Nothing is straightforward. You cannot achieve success if you keep moving in a straight line. Like you begin to think, okay, if I apply in the decent way, I just send my CV, I'm going to get a job. If I want something, I never go the straightforward way. I do not go the path that everyone else has taken because it's very crowded. Let's say, for example, in sales, everyone says, okay, you need to start your sales call from 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock when everyone's in the office all the way to 5. Now, what happens is from 10 to 5, all the salespeople are trying to make calls. All the middlemen come there. All the people that block the decision maker come there. So what I used to do is I would never make a call from 10 to 5 because everyone else was making calls from 10 to 5. I would make the calls from 7 to 9 or 7 to 10 because the decision makers, the CEOs would come very early, okay, and want to do their work quietly. And if they would get a call, they would pick up and, voila, you get in touch with the decision maker. So if you're looking for a job and you apply for the job position through a resume, you're not going to get it. You'll have to go the other way. You'll have to think of creative ways and approach people, let's say, even without a salary, even if there is no vacancy, even for free. So you have to do things that other people do not do, and that's the only way you succeed, my friend. And okay, so I joined a company as a digital marketer in March 2016 just for survival, and I'm doing this just for survival. Now that's really a sad thing because it sounds like you're not passionate about what you're doing. Obviously, many of us do jobs that we are not passionate about. Okay, and I have so many plans to start up a business. Now, here's something I'd like to caution you about. If you have not managed to succeed getting a job in the corporate world, whereby you have to sell yourself and you have to put in creative ideas, how can you succeed and survive operating a business, which is an entity? Personally, if you cannot succeed through your own brand, through marketing yourself, you can never succeed running a business. Trust me, I'm telling you this through real life examples. If you cannot succeed selling yourself, you cannot succeed running a business because the intricacies of running a business are not as romantic as you see online, okay, or on stories. And now I'm completely pissed off with my job, which is good because if you're pissed off, means you are not satisfied, means you want to challenge the status quo. Okay, I've always been, I always keep thinking that I'm doing something which I don't like since the past 1 year. Okay, so that's frustration building up. I know that now I have developed skills in this field, but I don't want this for the rest of my life, my whole life. Okay, fine. So now you know what you do not want. Now the only thing what you need to do is find out what you want and go ahead with that. But obviously, yes, you need to have cash coming in because it's like you're going on a journey on a motorbike. So obviously you need to put in fuel. I very much positive kind of person. So you are a positive minded person. Here's a caveat. I don't believe you should be positive or negative. I think you should be realistic. Okay. Now what else? Okay, but since the last 2 months, I'm scared of losing this positive person of mine. I would say don't be negative. Don't be negative. Don't lose out on the optimism that you have towards yourself. However, you need to be realistic because if in case there is no opening for a certain category or people do not require your skills, being positive is not going to help you get those skills. I was calm before 2 to 3 months. Okay. Now I am the most frustrated one in my friend's circle. Now, you say you were calm and now you're being frustrated. So what I recommend is you need to get a hold of yourself. You need to practice meditation. You need to, channelize that frustration. Go to the gym, do something because you can't start blasting or start shouting or screaming at people. That is no go. Now I'm the most frustrated one in my friend circle. Control yourself, relax. There's more to life than just getting a job. Get laid, have sex, meditate. Okay. And just because of the anger, I've started taking wrong decisions. Wrong decisions. Now you know that you're taking wrong decisions, so stop it. Okay. And with anger, if you have anger, go to the gym. do some running, try skipping, try push-ups, because it's good to have anger. Even I've had anger in my life, being raped, being abused, being molested, but that does not mean I take out my anger on wrong things. It doesn't work that way, my friend. Because remember, you take your anger on the wrong thing, you will have a price to pay. I was an occasional smoker. That is absolutely no. You should not smoke at all. Now I smoke 5 to 6 cigarettes per day. Stop giving yourself an excuse for smoking. Stop smoking altogether. Just stop it. Okay, there's no excuse. Oh, it's like me saying, oh, okay, before because of the stress, now I've started to beat people up. I'm harming my wife. I'm beating my child. No, that's not a bloody excuse. So if you feel that excuse is stupid, you can't smoke because you're harming yourself. Okay? What else? Okay, now I want to quit this job but can't. Okay, you want to quit this job, you can't because of money. Because I have to feed myself. I totally understand that. Okay? Now, see, here's the thing. You're working for a job that you're not passionate about, and you're just working for getting the salary. So since you have to do the job anyway, why don't you do it to the best of your ability, being so passionate, so committed, so amazing that you become the best at it. You become number one, the industry recognizes you, and you start getting job offers. You can do it that way. Or instead of doing because reading your letter, you sound so frustrated. You're like, oh, I'm doing this job. I hate my life. Come on. People can sense it. So stop doing that way. Since you have to do it anyway, do it. I was a bathroom cleaner. I used to clean toilets. I don't think that is very exciting for a guy who, had the talent to do something else. But when I used to clean the toilet, I used to clean it in such a way, I used to make it spick and spam, I used to make it shine, I used to make it amazing. So what happened is people, hey baby, don't worry, I'm doing a recording, you can walk, this is my wife, so, okay, you can walk, no problem. Okay, so I used to do it in such an amazing way that I got noticed, and the boss even called me and said, I just want you to know you're doing an amazing job. Imagine getting congratulated for cleaning toilets. Okay, now, and daily I leave for the office at 9 in the morning and come back 9:30 or 10 in the night. So you're working literally 12 hours. So you can use this opportunity not only to do your work, but to network with people in the industry, to market yourself, to take 15 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour breaks in between to focus on self-development. I don't think anyone's going to come behind you in the washroom or the toilet when you listen to an educational program, or you listen to an MP3, or you send an SMS or a message to an industry leader or some connection or business contact. Come on, there are so many ways to go about. Okay, I know that I'm not doing something extraordinary. No, my friend, you are doing something extraordinary. It's not that you're working for your job, you're working for yourself. So that in itself is extraordinary. You need to change your mindset. Remember, it all begins up here. If I had taken the excuse, okay, because I'm feeling drowsy, I'm not going to put up a video, I'll wait for the peak time. No, it's never going to come. I needed to do this. So I said, even if I'm feeling drowsy, I'm going to give you value and I'm going to put up this video. It's hard. Like right now, I'm feeling really hard. It's like, my head is going all the way. But I decided I'd do it. So it's mindset, okay? And daily I leave for come 9:30 and I know I'm not doing it. Okay. But with this schedule, I'm not even to get some spare time to learn something new things. No, I totally disagree with that. If you really have the passion, you can do something new. Take a break, go to the toilet, decide to study something educational there. Okay. And now that office has become a monotonous place for me. So make it exciting. Give yourself a target. Challenge yourself that you're going to do something more than anyone else. You're going to reach out more than anyone else. You're going to achieve something bigger. Make it competitive in nature. Make yourself succeed, Challenge yourself. That's the only way you're going to grow. So suggest me, how can I develop some courage to quit my job? You don't need courage to quit your job. You just need the balls. And to have the balls, you need to be frustrated, pissed off, angry at yourself. So just don't look at an easy way of quitting your job. Work towards a strategy, then quit your job. If you quit your job without a strategy, you're going to, it's jumping from frying pan to the fire. Okay? And start something of my own from scratch. So something of my own from scratch is business. No, you don't do business. Until you have $500,000 in the bank, you don't start your business. And if you want to start your business, start it like the simplest method I've given people is buy something for, let's say, 20 rupees, sell it for 25. You have made profit, you're good. Buy 2 products of 20 rupees, sell it for 25 each. You have made 10 rupees as profit. So keep doing this small bits. So if you're able to consistently buy and sell at a profit, means you're good at business. So if you're able to sell your services and get, let's say, a gig or a freelance booking for, let's say, 100 rupees. For 100 rupees, someone says, I want your services. Fine, that's a head start. Even at 50 rupees, even 10 rupees, okay, per hour. So if you can generate that as a freelancer, then your confidence builds up. And then when you have recommendations, references, you build up from 10 rupees an hour, you go to 50 rupees an hour, you go to 100 rupees an hour. Like, that's how I started. I started off at, I think, $30 an hour, sorry, $27 an hour. I was even ready to work for free until I got so many people lined up. I charged them, how much can you give me? They said $10, $5, whatever. Then from $27 an hour, I moved to $127 an hour. Then I moved to $327. So, I kept going, and today I charge $1,500 an hour. So that's how you move. And one more question is, if ever time got bored with work so quickly, I completely lose interest in work. Yeah, it's very simple. It's like being in love with, forced to be in love with someone you don't like, forced to eat a dish you do not enjoy. Let's say you like sweets and I give you something that is bitter. Obviously, I'm going to like it, okay? It's all mindset, okay? But however, on the other hand, if you have cancer and you're going to die and you don't eat this particular bitter dish, you're going to eat it anyhow. So it's all mindset, okay? And my age at 23 years, you see how difficult it is, okay? I want to be successful before 25. No, you're not going to be successful before 25. Nobody achieves a conditional clause that within 2 years they're going to say, come on, man. To start a business takes 2 years. To set up a business takes 5. To be stable takes 10. How are you going to do in 2 years? You're reading too many bullshit articles online. You're 23 now. In 2 years to be successful? No, I'm sorry. Doesn't work that way. When I have venture online, I give it at least 6 months before deciding whether I should be on this path. I keep testing every week and see what are the results I get. And after 6 months, if I get a green signal, then I move towards a goal of 2 years where I'm cautious as I move forward, and I keep looking at the expenses versus revenue, and that's how I move. And you need to give yourself time, man. I believe in straightforwardness, so don't hesitate in being impolite. See, the thing is, I am not impolite for the sake of being impolite. I use a lot of profanity, like fuck off and all that. That is when I'm in a hyper state, right? I'm feeling sleepy, but I use it only when it is necessary, not when it's unnecessary. Okay, I'll accept it all humbly. Well, I'm honored that you are humble enough to, take it this way. Sorry for a long question. Thank you for your upcoming feedback. Well, I'm glad. But here's the thing. Listen, if you want to succeed, you need to get yourself the baseline. You need to get yourself a mentor. Let's say a young man wants to be a bodybuilder and wants to compete at the Mr. Olympia at the highest level. Well, he needs to have a coach. He can read books and look at YouTube videos. He's not going to become Mr. Olympia. So if your goal is up there and you want to get it as soon as possible, get yourself a mentor. If and when you get yourself a mentor, a paid professional, then you'll succeed. If you have a mentor who is ready to take you as a student for free, great for you. Otherwise, you need a mentor. I have 3 mentors. I spend a hell lot of money every year. That is why I'm able to be successful. So I hope, Brian, sorry, why am I saying Brian? I mean, Mr. B. I hope this answers your question, and I look forward to hearing from you. And if you like this video, do share it, and send me a letter of recommendation. Always helps. I always love letters of recommendation. Collect it and use it. Any more questions, let me know. Loy from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think person branding. Feeling sleepy. Yes. Signing off for now. Goodbye. Take care.